Hello YouTube. So one thing I've said I'm going to do is a weekly video, and I hope I've made that that theme clear. But there's times where things come into my mind, I'm like, I just want to discuss these things. I think these are important topics. Now, for me personally, I want to discuss mindset. Hopefully you can't hear the dog barking too much, but I can't control all the sound, unfortunately. So I think mindset's important because it helps you not just function day to day, but it helps you achieve certain tasks and goals that you have set out to achieve and whatnot. And what I mean by that per se is, obviously I dropped my first YouTube video, and if you don't follow me on socials, please do. You'll be able to see more of an insight on a day-to-day basis, as I don't record YouTube videos every day yet. I will get to that point at some point, but I'll touch on that a little bit later. So currently, main place you'll see me is on Instagram, to be fair, for like daily updates, and just TikTok really, when I've posted short form content like anime reviews, boxing predictions and recaps, interview little snippets and stuff like that, little tidbits and training like cinematic clips. So more into the mindset side of things, it's like I've had amazing opportunities since I've delved into the content creating world. And the reason why I'm just recording this video is to say, like, just once you wire your mind differently, things become a lot more easier to do. I don't mean easy like it's easy to edit YouTube videos, it's easy to sit in front of a camera and talk, it's easy to just, you know, meet people and just network. But I think your mind is so powerful. It's like our most powerful tool is in our mind. Like, it can determine moods and whatnot as well, depending on what we think about and how we react to things. So the reason why I'm even talking about this is like, it's just like fortifying our mind and really honing on what we want to do. Like, I give an example. So a live example for me, I think I just got to a place where I was like, do you know what I do? Like, I do so many different things. Like, I go to museums, I take trips to different places, I go to watch boxing, I go to anime all the time, I train X amount of times a week, and I never showcased any of it. Not that I need to document it for other people, but I'm a person that likes seeing creative inspiration done based on what people like. So there's many accounts that I follow that, you know, they post different parts of their life. I'm like, it's quite done in a unique way. So it's cinematic, a word that is very overused in the industry, I must say, but it's something I like to create, just unique looking, dreamy like content essentially. So I obviously started off with just gym videos, so it was like a single movement that I'd record, and then I'd have like an anime audio over the top of it, and that started to do really well. And I was like, do you know what, I also like boxing, so I documented me going to boxing, and I documented me doing boxing predictions and boxing recaps. So I'm trying to think about the order I did things in. And then after that I was like, okay, let me immerse people into the world of like Comic-Con. So I got people geared up for the fact that I like Comic-Con. I started talking on TikTok and Instagram about how I'm into different animes and short clips of those things I'm interested in. Then I started taking people on trips when I was doing like museum walks and whatnot, and it's like giving insights into what I like doing. Now, the reason why I even mentioned the mindset side of things is I didn't have a drive to just do what I did apart from enjoyment. But I knew if I really worked at something, I could achieve it. So this is where mindset came in. It was like, okay, just keep recording what you enjoy doing, because at the same time, I'm not trying to, at the time I wasn't trying to reach X amount of people and whatnot. It was more about, okay, if I hone in what I'm doing, I remove all the distractions that I've got, and I really say, okay, let me focus on just this and work hard and dedicate myself. And no matter if a video gets one like, one comment, one view, it's one that I wouldn't get anywhere else because I haven't showcased it. And then it built that way, and now that was like the driving force behind it. And then if anyone knows me personally, there's quite a few people that do, they know I genuinely enjoy, sometimes to my own fault, helping people a lot, and I will push people and drive them on to do more and really go, do you know what, I want you to do X, Y, and Z, and I think this would be great, and I'll really support someone and just support people in general as much as I can, to be fair. So then I was like, okay, do you know what, the things I'm interested in, there's someone out there that might be interested in maybe not the exact same things, but different aspects of what I'm interested in. So how can I get more people involved in this? how can I get more involved so I can get more people involved? And then it become my motivation to just help more people, which is kind of why I do what I do now. So fast forward, I'm talking about just from January this year. Now I've covered media for boxing, I've covered media for Comic-Con, I've had fitness brands approach me to do working with them and whatnot, and I think that's pretty cool. And what I want to do, and I don't have no issue sharing my plan and my longer term vision, is build a community of people that then we can open more doors for other people that come through, and I can take them on experiences that I enjoy. For example, so I'm now working or trying to really get to know the owners of the different Comic-Cons around the world, not just the UK, but for now for the UK. And I want to build a rapport with them and gain more of an interest in that field, and have more people that support me and the community that support me going to these shows and whatnot, and then creating more diverse, unique experiences that I can then bring subscribers along with me and say, look, we will cover X, Y, and Z. All you got to do is be ready on this day, and we're going to go together and experience it together, and we can document and showcase what that's like. That's the community I want to build, like across all of the interests that I have. So obviously football's one as well. I know it's a bit of a harder field to get into, and I don't really record football videos. I'm just a huge Arsenal fan, just putting it out there, disclaimer. But I want to do that for boxing especially, and primarily, as that is like my number one sport, if I'm being completely honest. So I want to be able to bring people into the boxing world with me and go, look, this is an experience, what it's like to be able to go to X event and really enjoy it and immerse yourself in it. So the bigger I get within each industry, I'll be able to give back more. That is my sole plan at the moment, until I can have a team, which will be everyone that is in that community, and we can just pick and choose when to do what we want to do, and to just enjoy those moments and make sure that we keep opening them doors. So if I bring 5 people through, I want them to be able to get to a stage where they can bring 5 people through, or even 1 person through, that sort of thing. But obviously the mindset's key, because there's times where I record a video and I think this video is amazing, right? And relating it back to what was the topic, I can create a video and I can think this is the best thing I've ever done, like this is the best video ever, and I'll post it and it might get no comments, 10 likes, and I'm like, okay, well, I didn't go to plan, but I thought that was an amazing video. Do I give up? No. So what I'll do is I'll go again. Now I don't post, so that I've heard people say about posting multiple times a day. I post once a day on all my platforms, to be fair, whether it's just shorts on YouTube at the moment. I do Instagram and TikTok. I probably could do more, should do more, and I want to get to the point where I can do more. But at the moment, I've got other pressing priorities throughout my day that I've got to juggle with, so it's just difficult. Not impossible, difficult, and that is kind of an excuse in a sense as well, if I'm honest. But I'm going to keep these YouTube videos coming in a longer format, so that I can just have these moments where I just talk, reflect on just different things. And again, the key message I've always stuck with me along this content creating journey is, whether 1 person or 10 people watch it, you put 10 people in a room, that's a fair amount of people. You put 100 people in a room, that's a lot of people. You put 1,000 people in a room, now you're talking about small hall arenas. You put thousands, 10,000 people in a room, you're looking at, do you know, if you put it in comparison to having pockets of arenas and stuff like that full, you have a lot of people watching your content. And every video you put out, hopefully someone new, whether it's someone that still follows you or someone that has never been to your page before, sees it for the first time. Which is why I would always say put the same effort in a 10-second video as you would a 15-minute video. Obviously these videos are a lot easier because I don't necessarily need to edit much. I just need to make sure that my lighting's pretty much okay, and the fact that I'm just talking to the camera and my mic's on, that's literally it. But yeah, mindset is just, in making this all happen, it's just to never give up. It's the resilience, it's the mentality, it's just focusing on what you want to do, seeing a dream and really achieving a dream. And for me, I wasn't even going to release this video, but I might even drop this one tonight, just to say, look, it's been on my mind, and I'm very spontaneous, so that I could record videos like this every single day where I'm like, it's on my mind, I just want to talk about it. And hopefully it resonates with at least 1 person, where like, do you know what, I'm going to get out and chase my dreams because I want that to happen. And something that I sign off all my videos with now going forward, and it's a quote that I thought about for many years, and it's something that, in fact, I had it on a wristband that my granddad gave me, my late granddad, rest his soul. was always aspire to inspire, and it stuck with me since I was extremely young, and it stuck with me now, purely based on the fact that those words are just so meaningful. Like, you always should aspire. Like, your goal should be to inspire others and yourself. Like, you can inspire yourself by doing certain things. Like, you can, because you can surprise yourself, right? Like, you can do something that you think, whoa, that's actually taking me back. I didn't think I was capable of doing that. So the next time you go through a difficult situation, you know you can get through it. And likewise with other people, you can inspire people around you to do different things. Like, thankfully, I've had many people come up to me so far, even in gym, and say, your content's really cool. Like, I'd like to do something similar. Can you show me how you do X, Y, and Z? And I'm always happy to help. Obviously, there is an element of I can't help everyone, and I can't necessarily film for everyone, but I would happily give advice if I've got a bit of time and just go through things with someone. And I'm probably going to do that for another video, but I'll give the backstory about how I even got into my first press conference for a Matchroom show, and how I've linked in with Queensby Media. It is literally taking risks or feeling like you're going to lose the opportunity. Like, working so hard and pushing yourself or putting yourself out there, being kind of fearless in the worst people can usually say is no, or they can just ignore you. So you can get two responses. Someone can either ignore you or say no. And if you've got that mindset, you can essentially conquer any industry being relentless enough. But that is a topic for a different day. This one was more about fortifying the fact that you just don't give up. I suppose it is relentlessness, very similar, but that is how I got into that. But yeah, overall, it's just been an interesting journey, to be fair, because I've gone from recording videos, sitting here, which I will still do because humble beginnings, I'm going to maintain that, to literally going to events, recording for corporate companies that I've either gone and paid to go see, or I've done just for free as an experience because I've really enjoyed it, and it's become like a hobby for me. Comic-Con being the number one example. I go Comic-Con yearly to do media for them. Was like, how have I got here? Another video. But yeah, that was what I wanted to say. I said quite a lot, and I can talk for days, so you can probably see why I have no issue like talking to a random person at an event or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to share those thoughts and just that message of just don't give up. And if you can hit record and it's something you really are passionate about, just hit record. Whether it's on your phone, whether you buy a very cheap camera, just a point and shoot, or whether like someone like me who's invested in a camera well beyond my knowledge at the moment, but I'm learning as I go along. I think for me this investment was important because I'm going to do this at some point full time, and this is going to be just me. And when I get to that stage, I feel like I want to future-proof my setup. So yeah, that is all. But as I said, always aspire to inspire.